Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at mission 5-4 here in Freedom Wars. This is a capture the flag type mission, which I haven't got up yet. So let's get right into it. Basically there are 5 different flags, I guess you could say, and it works a lot like capture the flag in a typical FPS does. And at the end of the mission, basically, when the time runs out, I need to make sure I'm controlling at least 3 of the 5 to get the win. So again, it's just one of the varied types of mission types that you have here in Freedom Wars. I've talked a little bit about those if you've seen my previous videos. There are definitely quite a few different mission types, so you know, it's not just the kill all or the defeat the big monster hunting game type stuff. But just looking at the map, you can get an idea of what's going to happen here. And again, you know, I can't remember if it's 10 minutes or what it is. We'll see in a second here, but you've got a timer, and basically at the end I need to make sure I'm controlling at least 3 of the 5 of these flags in order to beat the mission. These can be tough. These really can be tough, so we'll see how it goes. This one's actually got an abductor in the middle of it. The first capture the flag mission in the game doesn't have an abductor, so as you can imagine, that makes things a little complicated, but I'm guessing it might be smart just to take the abductor out as soon as possible. And that's essentially how that works. So we've got that flag now. Obviously at any time the enemies can come over and steal it. And then in the top left there you can see you know, how many flags we control, how many flags they control, and how many flags we control. So nothing mind-blowing as far as the rules or anything go, but it is interesting to see this kind of gameplay type in a game like this. It's actually really neat. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy down. It seems like he's going to get in the way. Just have quite a bit of HP here, so you know. Let's go try and capture these other flags and see where we're at after that. So you'll notice it really is a balancing act, you know, trying to figure out what the best way is. I'm not controlling any flags right now, so you see that's not going very well. See what we can do here. We're gonna have to get it together for the final push here if we're gonna want to win this.
回復を要請します。
くだらない。行け。
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。現在ダメージにより機能停止中。
くだらない。
回復を要請します。現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。
Pretty bad timing for that to
回復を
happen.
要請します。
眠い。このままでは終われない。
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。現在ダメージにより機能停止中。
Try that again.
現
I'm gonna grab a different gun this time. Might still be in production. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I want right there. So, collect the rest of this stuff out of here real quick. I'll kind of show you guys how this works, and then I'll get that gun that I wanted to use here. So these are my plants, basically. And you've got a few different kinds of plants. And with these plants, you can basically create. It's kind of like the farms in Monster Hunter in a way. You can use existing items that you've got to create other items. So if I just use these parts, for example, that I don't need, I'll throw 8 of those in there and 7 of these. And I'll get 20 items out of that. You can see that on the right side, and then on the far right there are the percentages of what types of items I can get. So obviously there's a bit of luck there. So it's kind of like planting those items. The same thing with weapons. You can create weapons, you can upgrade weapons, you can kind of scrap weapons and start over, do different things like that. And then basically you've got a timer, and depending on what you're doing, like that weapon right there that's got 50 seconds left originally started with something like 25 minutes. So they get longer and longer. And then you do get to the point now where I can make more plants here. So if I wanted to make a health items plant here. I don't have a lot of materials to make boosters, although later I might. So I'm going to set another booster plant here. And boosters are kind of like accessories that you can equip. They do different things. I wanted to take a look at my boosters as well. You can basically have 10 points. You can see the cost in the bottom right. So I've got an attack and a defense and a recovery booster equipped right now. That recovery booster does take up 5 spots though. I'm going to change that to a health booster and just see. Recovery might be better, but let's change it up. Let's try something else. And let me just make sure. Got a few more things I can unlock here. There we go. So I'll go ahead and unlock the level 4 of my Ibata, that attack Ibata. And I'll get the rest of these as well, because I've got points to do so. Okay, let's see if that weapon's about done here. And the weapon I'm trying to get, it's just a little bit easier to deal with humans. I was using a launcher. That's not so good. There we go. This is more of a semi-automatic rifle, so go ahead and equip it to my second slot. And let's try this again.
パノプティコンのため封建に勤しみましょう。
Blah blah blah.
今回作戦内容このボランティア今回
援護する。
And instead of even trying to attack the big guy this time, I think I'm going to run around and just try and keep the flags under control. Again, I only need 3 of them, so even if I can just control the 3 on that right side down that lengthy alley, something like that, you know, might work out okay. So we'll give it a shot.
敵軍に制御システムを占拠されました。友軍制御システムの占拠に成功しました。敵軍に制御システムを占拠されました。敵軍の制御システム占拠数友軍を上回っています。制御システムの占拠に成功しました。制御システムの占拠可能範囲に入りました。損壊率規定値を突破。一時的な機能を停止します。現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。
Alright, so I started off controlling 4. Obviously with 3.5 minutes left it doesn't mean much, but if I can just kind of bounce back and forth and see if we can keep most of these protected, might be able to do okay. Man, I want whatever rocket launcher these guys are using. They can shoot like 7 rockets in a row. And there's my accessory. Make it in time though.
このままでは終われない。
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。
Alright, we're up to 4 again. Just gotta keep all these enemies under control.
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。現在ダメージにより機能停止中。 回復を要請します。
問題な
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。
い。よく
So
やった。
far, so good there.
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請
So
し
yeah, I
ます。
think my big mistake last time was actually going for the big guy at the beginning there. Pretty much lost my footing, couldn't quite recover. Still a minute left, but it seems like
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。
might have a good chance of
回
winning this
復を要
time.
請しま
Not
す。
even gonna bother with that 5th flag up there, it's just out of the way. Again, as long as I've got 3 under control at the end of the mission, I win, so
現在
that
ダ
one's
メージにより機能
fine.
停
Did just lose
止中。
control of one of these, so let's just rush back up to that with the remaining time.
かけるぞ。
Enemies start to swarm, of course.
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。回復を要請します。
They're gonna run away, I'll just hang out here. Oh man, this is gonna be close.
現在ダメージにより機能停止中。
Alright guys, we've got 3 seconds. Is it gonna make it? 2, 1. Nope. Wow. So you guys can see how close that was. If that bar had made it to the top, I would have won that one. Alright, one more time. Thought I had it at the end there, but you can see a lot of enemies spawn. That's the thing, is not just making sure your flags are under control, but keeping the enemies that spawn under control as well. Because if a lot of enemies pop up, it can go pretty
ボラン
quick.
ティアの遂行はあなたパノプティコンのため貢献に勤しみましょう。
作戦内容。このボランティア、今回の
援護する。
Alright, third time's a charm, hopefully.
友軍が制御システムの占拠に成功しました。制御システムの占拠可能範囲に入りました。敵軍の制御システム占拠数、友軍を上回っています。制御システムの占拠に成功しました。敵軍に制御システムを占拠されました。制御システムの占拠可能範囲に入りました。友軍は外敵。戦闘が始まっています。制御システムの占拠に成功しました。制御システムの占拠可能範囲に入りました。
so about the same starting we had last time. I've got 4 of these under control with 3.5 minutes left.
制御システムの占拠に成功しました。
Now I just probably should run out and try and kill as many enemies as I can.
敵アブラクター、敵軍に制御システムが占拠されました。制御システムの占拠に成功しました。敵軍に制御システムを占拠されました。ボランティア規定時間残り半分です。制御システムの占拠可能範囲に入りました。敵軍に制御システムを占拠されました。制御システムの占拠に成功しました。友軍がドラッグランを仕掛けています。援護行動を提案します。敵軍に制御システムを占拠されました。敵軍の制御システム占拠数は援軍を上回っています。敵アブラクター攻撃性増大。
Let's see, hitting those guys can sometimes be a pretty major pain in the
ボ
butt.
ランティア規定時間が残りわずかです。注意してください。敵アブラクター追跡行動を開始しました。制御システムの占拠可能範囲に入りました。簡易ヘルススキャン実行。バイタルの低下を確認。回復を提案します。制御システムの占拠に成功しました。
This could be alright.
制御システムの
Got this
占
one
拠可能
going.
範囲に入りまし
Got
た。
a party member over there grabbing that one,
制御シ
so
ステ
I'm
ム
not
の
gonna
占
head
拠
that
に
way. I'm
成
gonna head
功し
back
ま
up
した。
here.
友軍が制御システムの占拠に成功しました。制御システムの占拠可能範囲に入りました。敵アブラクター損壊率 70%。あと少しで撃破。制御システムの占拠に成功しました。敵軍に制御システムを占拠されました。制御システムの占拠可能範囲に入りました。敵アブラクター一時的に
Now it all comes down to the last 5
追撃を
seconds
提
here.
案します。損壊率
I got it.
低値を突破。
これが勝利だ。
There we go. Third time is the charm. So could I have done a little better? Yeah, I'm sure I could have. You know, controlling them a little bit better using the commands. It seems like they get a little hung up on fighting the abductor there, but otherwise, not too bad. Not too bad. Cool guys, so again that was mission 5-4 here on Freedom Wars, Capture the Flag Type. Appreciate you guys checking the videos out and check back for more.